Good morning, bonjour, buenas noches. Welcome to Life's Questions and Lessons. I'm your host, Charity Youngblood, and I am so excited and grateful that you are here with me today. This podcast is unedited because life is unedited. As always, we'll get started with a question and whatever activity you engage in to explore your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, please feel free to do. So today's first question is, when was the last time I woke up feeling refreshed and restored? When was the last time I woke up feeling refreshed and restored? So, contrary to popular belief, I do not wake up with the energy that you hear on this podcast. I honestly don't know where my energy comes from because most days when I wake up, I am very, very, very tired. Um, I love sleep. Sleep and I have a great relationship. I have no problem falling asleep. And I know I've mentioned this before on the podcast. I actually have about an hour and a half to 2 hours every evening that I prepare, really prepare my mind. I release, the energy from the day. I take a bath. I play like spa music, kind of, wordless music. I don't know why I said wordless, lyricless. That's also true. They are words, but anyways, music without lyrics. To just really prepare for the evening. I have a whole wind down routine and all that. And I typically don't have a problem falling asleep, but I have a huge problem staying asleep in this current season that I'm in. And this morning I woke up and it was, y'all, it was rough. If you ever woke up and just been like, no, there's no way it's morning. There's no way it's time to get up. There's no way. And being me, I definitely like to wake up with gratitude and really count my blessings, but it is really, really a struggle some days. And I wanted to bring this question to the podcast because this was my struggle today. I woke up and I did not feel rested. I did not feel restored. I did not feel refreshed. And it's something that happens on a regular basis. So a lot of times I'll bring questions to the podcast where it's kind of giving you the opportunity to explore your default. You'll hear me say like default mode. If you had a bad night's sleep one time in like a 30-day period, that's one thing. But if you have a bad night and a lack of great sleep quality is what I like to say over, a 30-day period of time, 4 times a week, that's where it's like, okay, what's really going on? So as I was starting to explore this, I immediately thought about my 20s. I thought about when I was a teenager. It was so easy to stay asleep. I never woke up in the middle of the night as a teenager. I would sleep 10, 12 hours as a teenager. I would sleep 14 hours sometimes in my 20s. And obviously I had some alcohol was, involved in those, times. And I don't drink anymore. But it definitely was something that I wanted to bring to the podcast and explore because I hear a lot of people say, how bad their sleep is. So on a consistent basis again. So as I was kind of exploring this, especially for today, I said, when was the last time I really woke up feeling restored and refreshed? And I do know that the more that I get out into nature and walk and explore and, kind of go to the places that I like to go, I notice that I do have a better sleep quality. And I'm currently on a detox to try to figure out what's going on with my stomach and my digestive issues. So I haven't really been exploring like I usually do. Like I'll usually go to a park and walk around and just, spend a lot of time outside, weather permitting. So that's definitely something that I'm looking at to incorporate. And another thing that I thought about when the last time that was really consistent for me was when I was really heavy into yoga. I was practicing yoga almost every night, restorative yoga, very gentle, basic, nothing crazy. And I do remember really waking up feeling refreshed during those times. So I'm hoping that this question, as you're trying to explore, you remain curious, because there's definitely things that we don't have control over, and ailments or pain or stress or certain things that are going on outside of us. But one of the things about this podcast is really that you explore the things that you do have control over. And there are aspects of what you do during the day that will really enhance or prohibit your sleep quality. So really look at this question in your own life, maybe areas of your life where you're experiencing more of what you don't want to do during the day, or something that is kind of coming with you to the evening. And another question to think about as you're thinking of this is, am I releasing what I need to release at the end of the day? Am I releasing whatever it is, whatever's holding me down, or whatever's that may potentially affect my sleep? Am I releasing that energy before I climb into bed? That definitely could bring some more insights for you as you're looking into your own life and how to really get that, restorative and refreshed feeling in the morning, because it is possible. And I'm sure as you're exploring and kind of going through your memories, you're like, yeah, I remember. Let me tell you right now, I remember those times, and they were beautiful. I mean, when I wake up restored and refreshed, I'm ready to go. And I'm definitely a better wife, a better friend, a better communicator, a better colleague, a better fill in the blank, all of my titles that I occupy and all the spaces that I'm in my life. I'm a better me when I wake up that way. So again, please look at these questions and explore these questions with curiosity, not judgment. You are trying to help yourself grow. So be kind to yourself and give yourself some grace during this process. So those are the questions I had on my heart today. Thank you so much for listening. Please rate and review this podcast wherever you are listening, whatever platform you're listening on. And if this was helpful to you, please share this, because if it was helpful for you, it is probably going to be helpful for someone else. And until next time, take care.